Welcome, Taurus, to your November 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now, Taurus, wow, there are a couple of synchronicities that I'm seeing here for you in your reading. Now, you have got 3 6s and you have 2 7s. Now, I'm not a numerologist, but I love to look at synchronicities like that. I feel like they are quite significant. Now, they could literally just be saying that these numbers are going to be showing up for you and they're going to play a part in November. But what multiple 6s talks about is harmony. And this is quite beautiful energy for you, because who doesn't want harmony in our life? And this is just talking about, this can be harmony. There's 3 6s that you have here. One is talking about harmony in your mind, in your thoughts. If you've been troubled, you've got harmony in your heart. You've got the 6 of Cups, and harmony within your workspace or your creative endeavors. There is harmony coming through for you. This talks about just a desire to even reflect on the past as well. And it's interesting, you've got the Hermit card there, which I will go into in a little bit, but there is this sense of reflecting on your life at this stage and where you are. And it's almost like you're looking at it quite honestly. You're not romanticizing anything. It's a great sign for you to have multiple 6s in your reading. So I'm really happy to be telling you that. And you've got 7 as well. And this is a card of soul searching. And the interesting thing is the Hermit is also that same message of soul searching. So definitely some themes coming through here. Looking back at the past, assessing where you're at, knowing that there is wonderful joy coming in for you, and really being able to look at your life honestly where you are and be able to make decisions to move forward in the right direction. But let's get into the actual messages themselves that are coming through in each of the cards. So that 6 of Swords, I love this card. Now, I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck, and in this particular card, you see the people in the boat. You see their face. Normally in the 6 of Swords, you see the people in the boats rowing away from tumultuous energy, from difficult times, from raging seas and black skies. But here in this card, you are seeing their face. There's tranquility on the faces of the figures in the boat, and you are this is saying you are heading into beautiful, calm, wonderful waters. So if you, as I said, if you have been worried, tumultuously worried, your mind has been working overtime and being quite stressed, you're leaving that stuff behind, and you are going to beautiful, calm shores that is really going to bring you so much happiness. You are finally, it's like you can just breathe a sigh of relief with this kind of card. It's like a journey it can even be a physical journey for some of you. You might literally be getting up and moving homes, moving jobs, moving relationships. But this is a journey, and it's a card of solace and of healing. So I absolutely love that. Any conflict and difficulties are just being left behind, and there's going to be comfort here for you. And it's also a really good time. And I mean, we are coming up to Christmas, and I don't know where you are in the world, what it's like in terms of COVID and everything, but it's nice if you can even be planning a trip away to have a break and to just heal, get a holiday, have a retreat. Yeah, and it can also just mean a journey in your consciousness as well, because it is a swords card and this is all about the mind, the thoughts, the intellect. You might just be wanting to travel in your mind to just get away from things, do some meditating. And, you know, again, you've got the Hermit card, which I will go into, but this is that card of being, of going within, meditating, healing. It's quite a lovely message in that as well. But I just really like this Six of Swords for you, because I feel like perhaps even in past readings, I feel like there have been a bit of tumultuous kind of energy there for you. Yeah, it's lovely. And it's interesting, just looking at the positioning of the card, the boat is traveling towards that Six of Wands, and wow, what a great message this is as well. This is a card of victory, of success, of fame, of leadership. This is you having done a great job. If you have been struggling in your work or anything to do with something you have been trying to be creating, or you're passionate about, you are really going to succeed. And I feel like your leadership skills are what is being sort of cheered on. You are really, people are cheering you in. Like if you look at the crowd, this person on the horse is riding into cheers and accomplishment, and people are looking at you and saying, wow, what a great job. There's just a lot of happiness here, a lot of praise, a lot of rewards. Yeah, and I feel like you are just inspiring other people as well around you. This is quite beautiful, lovely energy. And it's also about harmony in a family. And this can be a work family as well, you know, but it can be your family. It's also if you are having any legal issues or going into some kind of, any kind of battle, you are going to be successful. You know, if you've got a legal issue or any property transactions or things like that, that's all going to be going well. You might even get promoted at work, be finding new work as well, better pay, higher position, that kind of stuff. It's quite great energy there. Now you've got the Princess of Pentacles. Now in this deck, all of the pages are called princesses. So this would traditionally be the Page of Pentacles. So this is someone that's quite inquisitive. This could potentially be an earth sign. That is a Capricorn, Taurus like yourself, or a Virgo. But this is a card about learning, and pages are about new beginnings as well. So I feel like some of you might be entering into a new line of study, or certainly thinking about it, pondering that option for yourself. It is quite a card of studiousness, and it's also a card of being self-reliant. Yeah, there's this new opportunity here. I feel like for some of you, you might even be, creating something. It could be like a creative project. It's quite a fertile energy as well. Like you are in this process of planting the seeds almost. So again, you're really asked to meditate on your life. And I feel like you're going to be doing this anyway. Find out what makes you happy. What's your vision for the future? It's this kind of energy. Yeah, I feel like even if you've had something that you may have started in the past and left on the shelf, you might be taking that up again. So if you had been studying and you had left that study and you didn't finish it, you might be taking that up again and finishing your degree or something like that. But this is also a card of good news. All pages are either messages or messengers. So there is happy news coming in about you, about a family member or a friend. It's great news about money or your investments or your property or your work. It's great stuff. Great news coming in. Quite happy. Now, it's interesting, as I said, the Page of Pentacles, this is a general reading, so this can represent any earth sign. Don't get too hung up on the star signs though, because this does talk about the character of the person more than anything. But you've got the Hermit card, which is a Virgo, which is an earth sign. So there could very well be a significant Virgo in your life in November. But as I mentioned, the Virgo is a teacher. They're a great teacher. Now, often when these cards show up in our reading, it's either talking about someone coming into your life that is like this for you. They are a teacher, they are a healer, they are someone that is going to guide you. But this can also talk about you yourself taking on the characteristics of these cards. So you yourself might be finding that you are really being a teacher or a healer. But the most I guess important message of this real card is soul searching. And you might have an inner calling here. You might be feeling the call to begin to meditate or to take a retreat somewhere or see a teacher or a counselor or a wise person or a guide, that kind of thing. Someone like a tarot reader, you might be wanting to get some guidance in your life to help you navigate certain areas, particularly because I am feeling this newness, this starting a new kind of journey energy here. But this could also be talking about you wanting to take up a healing profession or wanting to get into teaching spiritual kind of things to other people, and you being a leader in that area as well. So you take what resonates there, Taurus, for you. But definitely this is a soul-searching card. And with those 3 sixes, I feel like November, you are going to be doing a lot of this. Now, the 7 of Swords. This is probably one of the trickiest cards you've got here. Now, the 7 of Swords, it does talk about strategy. It talks about making a plan. It talks about researching the next move. But it can also talk about just making sure that you are always working within your integrity. And if you have made some choices, even some choices that you regret, this is this time in November for you to be really soul searching, looking at those choices and making a few little adjustments in the way you proceed, I feel. Now, this can also, for some of you, be a card of deceit or deception. So this can be somebody doing this to you, or you perhaps doing it to other people. But I feel like this is more about you really gaining some insights, thinking deeply about your decisions, mulling up whether the things that you have done in the past were the right choice or not. But I feel like you are going to be able to correct anything. If you had made some choices that weren't the best, you are going to be able to correct that and move forward here. Yeah, I feel like this card, sorry, I just was thinking a little bit there. Now, this card here also, it's a card of recovering something that has been lost. But you've got to be careful that the way you go about recovering this thing, you know, sometimes the end doesn't justify the means. So yeah, just be careful of your choices. Make sure you are working within your highest integrity. You are making good, right choices, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Now, the Seven of Pentacles. This is a great card. This is a card of bearing fruit, of harvesting, of clearing. It's almost like this person has, if you look at the card, this person is actually cutting down some mistletoe from the tree. Mistletoe features very highly in this particular deck just because of the druids. They like mistletoe a lot. But this is a card of having done all of that hard work, and you are beginning to see the results of your hard work. And it's interesting that it's right below that Six of Wands, that victory card, that card of success. So you are really, if you are in a relationship that you have been nurturing, or a business project that you've been nurturing, I feel like now it's gotten to the stage where you've done a lot of the hard work, and now things can just go on happily on their own, and you get a chance to sort of step back and wait for the fruits of your labor to appear. And yeah, I feel like this is also a card a little bit about waiting, about having a little bit of patience there, because often when we've put hard work into our garden or to grow something, it doesn't happen overnight. So you are taking a little bit of a step back. Things, you can just leave things alone and they can grow, and just give you everything that you had actually planned for it to give. Now, also, just on another note, this can talk about sort of clearing unnecessary clutter from your life, and also taking stock of a situation before moving forward. So again, this is kind of a little bit linked with that Seven of Swords. Before you go ahead with any major decisions or plans, really look at the situation and make sure your choices and your actions are above board. Now, that Six of Cups, another card of, another six. So we're looking back here at our past, at a happy past that has brought us a lot of joy. This can have things to do with someone coming back from your past that was once a friend but is now going to be turning into something a little more than a friend. This is about your children as well. A lot of joy and happiness here. when it comes to your family. This is just lovely energy. I mean, all cups are love and emotions. So, the Six of Cups is also the same. It's a reunion card. So I feel like there could be definitely somebody coming back here for you. But I feel there is this beautiful, deep affinity for someone that is coming back into your life. And that's whether they're just a friend from the past. It can be platonic. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But some past emotions, and you thinking about the past as well is very much coming up here. Now, your final tarot card is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this can talk about a feeling of being left out in the cold for some of you. And this is, I feel, often quite, a lot of the fives are difficult cards, but I feel like, you might have been financially struggling or having a bit of a crisis in your life when it comes to your funds, your money, that kind of situation. But in a traditional tarot deck, you would see someone standing outside of a church that is feeling unwell and perhaps has torn clothes, is begging. But it's actually, all that person needs to do is just turn the corner, go into the door, and there's help in the church. They can get out of the cold and the snow and be warm and safe. So I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, this is you having perhaps gone through a difficult time, but this is almost like a turning point here for you in November. You're not feeling so pursued by people who perhaps are chasing you for money or that kind of thing. I just feel like this is part of your process, part of, whenever we have that down kind of energy, the next thing is being up. So you've got to have the breakdown of kind of certain things in your life for there to be good and happy, and for you to appreciate things as well, if that makes any sense at all. I hope I'm not being too cryptic there for you. But your final card, wow, this is pretty fitting here. Believe in magic. And I love this card with the hat and all of the little things coming out of it. The affirmation for this card is, true magic is abounding in my life. And the meaning of this card is, it is indeed a magical universe. Spiritual dimensions and mystical realms are only a thought away. The key to opening these doors is to trust in something you cannot see or hear. You can have doubts, yet still believe in a vast and mysterious universe where signs, symbols, and coincidences reveal secret messages. Even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, magic can abound. Believe. The universe wants you to know some things are true, even if you don't believe them. It's hard to comprehend how something as heavy as a jumbo jet can fly, but it does. When you make an overseas call, it's hard to believe that your voice travels into space and bounces back, but it does. And it's sometimes hard to believe that angels are looking over us, but they are. Here's to believing in magic. I love that message for you, Taurus. And I feel this is very much connected with these 3 sixes, this Hermit card. You are doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of becoming deeply spiritual, I feel, as well, touching on that side of you in November. So I hope that resonated with you. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading in if you are a new subby, and if you're not a new subby, I hope to see you next month. Bye.